I've been wanting to do a channel update here for a little bit and just inform people what's going on with my channel and that. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that has sent me well wishes and everything else, and has sent comments and emails to me. I'd like to thank you all. But I tried to explain in the other videos what was going on. I did have a period of time there where I could make some videos, and I did here recently, but like I told you, certain circumstances in my life have changed, and really I don't have time to work with the channel much anymore, or to actually communicating with people also has become difficult. Because what happened was I was more or less in a state of semi-retirement the past 3 years, and I had all kinds of time to dedicate to the channel, to making videos, to answering emails and questions and everything else for people. And no complaints there, but circumstances have changed where I no longer can do that. Okay, I've tried to tell people several times politely, don't be sending me emails asking me about research questions or where can I buy this, where can I get that, because I just don't have the time. I don't want to be rude or anything like that, but I have to deal with some things, and I do not have the time, okay, literally, to answer the questions. I'm in the midst of doing several things, and one of them is I am no longer in the state of retirement. I have to find a full-time job. So in this searching for work is not as easy. I know everyone likes to say nobody wants to work and all this other stuff, but circumstances just in our society and the world are not what they appear to be, okay? And it's very unusual out there, and trying to go back into the workforce is also something different. Because of my physical limitations, I can no longer do the work that I've done for the past 40 years, which means at the age of 60, I have to find a new career in something I have no experience with. Okay? Try doing that. That's an awful lot of fun. And the way things are done now, I hear these people say, well, I'm computer illiterate or whatever. If you don't know how to go online and do things, okay, the days of going to a building or office or personnel department and filing an application, that's long gone, okay? So it's a different type of circumstances I'm dealing with. As for the future of the channel, I don't know. Right now, I know for the next few months, if I do have a break in time, I did make some videos. I may get them up this week here because things have kind of slowed down. I have a few days to piddle around and upload some videos. I may upload some videos here shortly, but if things come up to where I have to drop everything and go to where I have training and things to do, and there's a lot of things. There's also a lot of other things that I have to deal with in my personal life that's taken up just about all my time. I can't fool around. I have to get it done. I really don't want to give the channel up or say, hey, I'm just going to end it here. I still collect guns. I'm still interested in the hobby. It's just, at one point in time, I had unlimited amounts of time to dedicate to doing it. Now I do not. So basically that's what it is. If this will change over time, I really can't tell, because the next few months I'm going to be busy, and if this one venue does not work out for me, then I will be hard pressed to go and try something else in terms of a career. Okay, so I have a lot of things on my plate I'm trying to get done. Right now, I'd like to thank the guys and the members. They've hung in there. I really haven't had anyone drop out of the membership program. And I really haven't been able to produce any members-only videos, but that may change here. Like I said, I just have to reschedule things to where if I do have time, you know, a day or so to get a video out, it just might not be as frequent as they have in the past. And like I said, I really don't wish to just say, you know what, I don't need to hassle and just stop making videos and neglect the channel. I kind of don't want to do that, but unfortunately it's very difficult for me, and it will be probably the remainder of this year, for me to work with the channel or make any specialized videos. You know, like I said, the geopolitical situation also in the past couple weeks has changed. For all you guys out there that like them videos where I comment on that stuff, some really bizarre stuff is going on with all the different governments throughout the world. I don't know how many prime ministers or people trying to run for, I guess in Japan, a guy was trying to run prime minister. He was assassinated, and several countries have had their prime ministers resign. This isn't good, and on top of that, we're also looking at a looming economic crisis here in the U.S. Another giant recession is on the horizon. So you know that affects me personally also. I have to protect myself and try to do something to stay, you know, liquid, as they say. You know. So basically that's what I'm trying to tell you fellas. Like I said, I got a couple videos in the queue. I may have picked up another new addition to my collection. I may do a video on that firearm when I get it. As far as reloading, that situation with reloading has not changed whatsoever. You still cannot find primers at anything even close to what I believe is reasonable. You know, $150 and $175 for 1,000 primers is not reasonable, okay? Gunpowder is available when you find it, and I have it recently, months. At, you know, it used to be $24 a pound or something, now it's up to 50, you know, who knows. And there is none in stock locally. It's quite difficult, unless you sit on a computer 24 hours a day, and when something pops up, you may be able to order it, you know. So that's another thing, and I don't know if there's any end to this in sight. I haven't watched anybody's videos on it. When it comes to collecting surplus firearms, that's another strange venue. I was going to do some videos on it, but I just haven't had the time. But if things do come in, be it Swiss rifles, or I've seen some Finnish rifles come in, and handguns, whatever, they will come into different dealers and distributors, and the price is quite high, and a lot of times they're sold out in days. I mean, the price is like double or triple the amount that I was used to paying for it. And you can think whatever you want or say, hey, you know, these people are crazy or whatever, but the sad reality is people do buy it, they pay that price, and the material is gone. So there's not really much you can do about it, okay? You can complain all you want, but that's the reality of it. Things have gotten more expensive. Where all this is going to go, and then just normal retail firearms, you know, modern guns that you buy from a retailer, the price is also unstable on that. You know, it goes up, down, whatever. So it's still a very volatile market, be it military surplus or just any firearms whatsoever. okay? It's hard to follow. But that's the way it is. Like I said, I don't want to completely give up on a channel, but I'm not going to have a lot of time here. And if I do put videos out, it'll be a few at a time whenever I had the time. And unfortunately, you know, I've tried to tell people again and again, if you got questions about things or research on items, or just, you know, people have asked me, where can I get this ammo? Where can I get clips for Carcano? Okay, my advice is there are free resources there. If you go on Facebook, there's a page or group for just about any type of firearm you want. Mosin and Gantz. There's 2 Carcano pages, KAR-98s, anything, Mausers, or just antique guns. There's a lot of pages there that are full of people. There's rules to be in the group. And, you know, you could pose that question, and there's a lot of people out there that will try to give you a response and an answer real quick. That's one thing. Another venue is Gun Boards Forum. That's been around for quite a long time. You can pose your questions there. If you'll get an exact answer, I don't know, but there are people willing to give you some sort of an answer, especially for some of the simpler things like where can I buy certain accessories or clips. Somebody out there should be looking for them or have an idea where you can try to do it. And, you know, it's an available resource. And then, you know, a lot of, you know, when you research a cartridge, people ask me about things that I have no idea because I've never researched either a cartridge or a certain type of firearm. And some of that can be difficult and lengthy. You know, so that's why I kind of told you guys I'm not going to answer questions anymore. And if you want to know what your gun is worth, buy a guidebook. Okay? But that's the situation. I hope that explains it all. And I hope everyone out there is doing well themselves. And like I said, I will just see how this all evolves over time. Okay? So thank you.